Welcome back, everyone, to the KOMU Sports Show, and it's great to have with us Mizzou Tiger head baseball coach Tim Jamieson. You know, he's the dean of Missouri's athletic coaches. This will be season number 18 coming up, won't it?
If you say so.
It is. That's amazing. You haven't changed at all in 18 years.
Not at all.
No, not at all. None of us have, in fact. But we're talking to you here in October of all times, little off season, because of special weekend you have coming up. Obviously, Coach Jamieson and the Missouri baseball team always have fall baseball. It's a time to really improve as a team. And I know you play some scrimmages, if you will, or exhibition games, sometimes maybe even against smaller schools, but you've got the Iowa Hawkeyes coming in for 2 games this weekend for a very worthy cause. I'll just let you tell our viewers about it.
Yeah, we haven't played outside competition for a number of years because now it counts against our spring games we can play. But Iowa called us, and we decided maybe it was our team in the team's best interest to do it. And really what we started to talk about, how could we get people to come out to the game? And the best way we thought was to try and have some type of enticement, but at the same time, the Joplin situation was out there. So we said, well, let's try to tie it into that. And teamed up with Daniel Boone Little League and Diamond Council and BC Little League and Callaway Bank, and just try to get as many people out as we can, because every ticket that we sell is going to go, all the proceeds will go to the Joplin Little League, who also lost their fields in the tornado.
Right. Well, obviously it's a worthy cause, as anyone knows, and is well familiar with that May 22nd tornado in Joplin. You see some of the information on the screen that Coach just talked about. So it's a 2-game series, Saturday and Sunday, with the Iowa Hawkeyes from the Big Ten Conference. And this will be good in a lot of ways, obviously, first and foremost, to benefit the folks in Joplin. But what a good barometer for your baseball team in the fall and for fans to come out in great weather. Hopefully it'll be a couple of hours before Mizzou football kicks off at K-State.
Well, like spring football has, we have a fall season, but it's all inter-squad. So the players, they get after, they compete, but it's nice to have a break in the fall and be able to play an outside opponent is really a big deal for us right now. So to get a chance to gauge them a little bit differently than when they play each other. It's a lot more like what we're going to be facing in the spring. So that'll be exciting. We'll have people in the stands, and everything will be more like spring. We're using wooden bats this fall, so we're going to use them in the game that coming weekend, so that'll add to it a little bit as well.
Just hope the weather holds, and it's supposed to be good as we look ahead to next week already. Now, don't hold me to that, but, you know, I'm not a weather person. I struggle to do sports, but I'm just saying the early forecast apparently is pretty good, Coach.
Well, this much I know. The weather in the fall is usually a heck of a lot better than it is in the spring.
You're right. Isn't that the truth?
But we do want it to be nice for the fans. And
right.
We'll play anyway, but we want it to be nice for the fans, and the more people we have, the more the Joplin Little League is going to benefit.
You know, there was really a little bit of a Joplin hook to the Missouri baseball team at the end of the season when you made your great run to the Big 12 Tournament Championship game against Texas. A jersey from Joplin had made its way to the Missouri dugout in Oklahoma City, and then there's video of it. Maybe you can briefly recap this story, remind our fans about it. It was really a neat thing you had there.
Well, it came from one of the, obviously a Mizzou baseball fan who was living in Joplin at the time, and lost most of his house, but found the jersey. And through connections with our team, the jersey ended up in Oklahoma City. And the last game that we played Texas before the championship, we were trying to decide who to pitch. And the choices really came down to a couple guys. Kelly Fick was one of those guys. And Kelly wore number 21. The jersey that was found was number 21. Yes. So we decided we needed a little karma. And that was really part of the decision, was the karma. And as it turned out, there was a lot more karma there than we thought, because Kelly coming into the game had thrown 21 innings. Kelly coming into the game had a 2-1 record. And as it turned out, the final score was 2-1. So there was a lot more to it than what we thought it would be. And of course, you know, anytime you play Texas, you look for whatever advantage you can come up with. Yeah,
really amazing. Fick from Helias, and of course you beat Texas, advanced to that championship game, and the tough loss against A&M. But what a great run that was. I want to ask you in the final minute and a half or so we have about former Tiger pitcher Max Scherzer. Whoa, with the Detroit Tigers today, beat the Yankees, and Coach, he went 6 scoreless innings, allowed just 2 hits to get the win. He looked terrific, didn't he?
Well, Max is capable of being as good as there is in the American League, and when he's rested and he's focused, his stuff is as good as anybody's. And you know, when he gets in trouble, it's because of fastball command, or he gets behind an account. But his stuff is nasty, and more power to him. And I'd love to see him and the Rangers hook up in American League Championship Series, and we'll have 2 Tigers playing to go to the World Series.
That's right, Ian Kinsler, of course, with the Texas Rangers, and that certainly could happen. And they've got another former Tiger, Aaron Crow, we understand, will be moved to the starting rotation for the Royals next season. That was the word late in this season from General Manager Dayton Moore, so that's pretty neat as well.
Yeah, and hopefully Kyle Gibson can still, he was real close. He's on the doorstep this year, and unfortunately he's going to have Tommy John surgery, but he should be back and ready to go. And before you know it, maybe we'll have 4 or 5 guys up in the big leagues.
That would really be great. It sure is fun for us to follow, and especially when they're going well like they are. And Tim, great to have you out. Congratulations on a neat event already ahead of time coming up. A great idea to help out the folks in Joplin with some baseball. Mizzou and Iowa this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the Taylor Stadium. Good luck with that, and we'll see you. You know, the way time flies, it'll be the regular season pretty soon here.
We appreciate it, Chris, but of course, we'd love to see a lot of people out there and watch us play, but also raise a lot of money.
Right. Saturday at 12:30, so that's 2 hours before Mizzou football kicks off, and then Sunday at 1 o'clock. And again, the weather looks good, so you can see Coach Jamieson's Tigers this weekend. Folks, we're back right after this.